Let's go. Jedno światło świeci w górę, a druga w ogóle. A druga świeci? Okay, front left light doesn't work and the rear back light doesn't work as well. Just tap it. Co jest, Bugi? Jest słabo?
Chuj.
Co jest?
Tu jest git, ale tu jest lipa.
O.
Nie za dobrze.
So literally, I was filming the whole way and then I was like, okay, I'm not gonna go sideways anymore, so I stopped filming. And of course this happened. Fuck. Dobra, dawaj do góry. Co z tym zderzakiem? Zostawiamy go na chwilę?
Tak.
Ajajaj! Kurde. Było dobrze. Najgorsze się nie nagrało, nie?
Nagrywaliśmy wszystko, każdy run.
Kurde.
Jasny chuj.
Trochę.
Co poszło?
Ej!
No i tutaj dojeżdżamy do miejscowy. Tam, patrz, leży zderzak. Tam wykuziliśmy.
Okay, so here is where everything happened. We just are back for the bumper. The bumper is here. So this is where it all happened. I'm gonna talk about it a bit more later. Local boys here, they are gonna escort us back home because it's a bit dodgy driving like this without a quarter panel back home. But they're gonna go behind us and they're gonna escort us. There shouldn't be any police on the way. There's roughly any traffic because it's literally Christmas. Today is 26th of December, so most of people are home drunk. Let's go to the garage and see what we actually have to do. Okay, we're back, made it home. For now, we're just gonna call it a day. We're gonna be back here tomorrow with a fresh mind, and we'll see what we're gonna do. Big thank you to the boys for massive help, and see you tomorrow. Okay. Right. So let's quickly talk about what happened. Yesterday, me and Boogie, we took e30 to the mountains, and as funny as it sounds, I filmed people drifting in the mountains many times, but I never actually took my car and went to the mountains drift. We of course did a lot of street drifting, but it was always pretty much flat. It was never like uphill or downhill. So it's the middle of the night yesterday, we went to the mountains 1 hour away home with the e30, fresh tires, full tank, and we are ready to have fun. And we did. Boogie did some amazing runs with the local boys. I had some good ones as well. But usually what we were doing is we were drifting up the mountain, uphill, and then going back downhill normally without drifting because it was super slippery. And of course I had a camera in the car and I was filming the whole runs. But because of that, I was only filming the uphill runs. Okay, so when we were actually drifting uphill. So after a couple ones, I was driving downhill and I was like, okay, let me do just this one cheeky corner, you know. Of course, the camera wasn't filming, and I'm gonna quickly explain you what happened. I was going downhill through the corner, sideways already, and I felt I'm going a bit too fast. I hit the front brakes too much, the front wheels locked, and the car was just sliding on the road, and I smashed the barrier on the outside of the road. So this is when I started filming. You probably see that footage already, and yeah, it was a bit funny because Boogie went out of the car straight away. He went from that side and he was like, oh, you just lost the bumper, and then he went over to this side and and we saw this. The rest of the story you saw, we fixed it just roughly there, and then we went back home, left the car here, and this is the state of things. Man, I am not actually upset about what happened, because this is literally a car for doing such things. We bought and built this car to be a street drifting, you know, toy. Now it's middle of the winter and we still want to use this car, so we need to get it back to shape roughly as soon as possible. So let's just have a close look at what we need to do. So the good thing is that the door is fine, the C-pillar is fine, everything here is fine. The problem starts pretty much here where the arch is starting. Those arches were super bad condition anyway, so I think we're gonna get rid of those arches anyway, just gonna cut it out, and I'm gonna install fender flares. I am not a big fan of fender flares on the drift cars like that go to the track and stuff, but for the street car, especially if it's middle of the winter, we wanna do it very quick to still be able to use the car. You know, I'm okay, we're just gonna put the fender flares and that's it, that's gonna cover all this bit when we cut it out. This bend was here before, it just got a bit bigger now. Fortunately for us, none of the structural points were broken. The car goes perfectly straight, so this is good. The boot doesn't close. We used the duct tape yesterday to be able to go back home, but when you open the boot, you can see that, well, this part of the car was very, very rusty already. So I think that's why it broke so easily. Here from this side is perfect, straight, and then boom, goes like this. It is a bit unfortunate, but I think it's not as bad as it looked for the first time when we saw it. What we need to do is basically get rid of the lamp, pull this quarter a bit out, roughly, you know, so it's straight. I think we might be actually okay when we pull this bit. Maybe we'll be okay with just leaving this one, using a bit of, you know, hammer here and there, and you know, I don't want to have this car sitting in the body shop for like another, you know, weeks or months. Just want to quickly fix it and still be able to use it. So yeah, that's quick plan for this. And at the moment we're gonna leave it here. I'm gonna still have some friends having proper look at it, and maybe we're gonna come up with a plan. Probably next video or next two videos we're gonna be already working on it and hopefully drifting it back again, because drifting in the mountains, even though we did, you know, a couple runs there and back, man, such an amazing feeling, and I really want to do it again, especially with this car. So we leave it here, but this is not the end of the video, because we still have some work to do with the S13. When we went to the US, we had Adash here that was helping us putting the engine in, and he actually put many hours here in the garage, kind of working on the S13 when we were away. He put the engine for good there, he installed the rocker cover, they took out the manifold, they painted it nicely, they used new bolts, everything here looks nice and fresh. He also did the whole brake lines here, as you can see. So all this job that I wasn't really happy about is done. Many little bits and bobs that I'm happy I don't need to deal with now. As you can see from this side, we are missing one part, and it's an intake manifold, right? It's here. And it's, how to put it in words? Well, it's not pretty, and it definitely could be better. So Adash took it out, and he and another friend, they actually designed the whole new intake manifold. It will give the engine bay nice and fresh look instead of that one. And also it should work a bit better. I'm now in a garage waiting for Adam and Malina, the other guy, to come. So I'm gonna use my time to do some unboxing, because we have free packages. Okay, first package when you see it, you probably know already what it is. You guys know we are a big fan of nice fancy floor mats. In all of our cars we have Fgarage floor mats, and they are incredibly good. So Łukasz from Fgarage, he asked me what style I want for the S13, and I said I just want classic look, you know, and nothing is more classic than checkered flag, black and white floor mats. Look at this. Sheesh. Man, I have them in my Miata, in the e30, Marek has them in Lada, you know, we've been using Fgarage floor mats all the time and they are incredibly good. I'm not gonna put them in the car because they're gonna get dusty, but that's gonna be one of the last final touches I'm gonna put on this car, and I'm super happy about it. Okay, so the boys are here, and another thing that I didn't talk about is that we're gonna delete original power steering pump. We're gonna replace it with electric pump, and it's gonna be here in the trunk. We already got the parts, and that should save us some issues as well in the future. And also it's gonna be much cleaner in the engine bay because the electric pump and this pulley takes quite a bit of space. So I also did a bit of refresh of the brake master cylinder, and the brake booster is painted, and here everything looks pretty nice apart from the turbine because it looks a bit rough and old, and that's why we're gonna try to take care of it today. All the engine bay now is coming together nicely, but there's this bit that I'm not really happy with. The camber plates and just the top of the coilovers, they are a bit, you know, old and rusty. So I took care of it on the other side. It looks much more fresh and much better. So this side is done, now I'm gonna do the other side. That's another little detail that's gonna make a big difference, I think. Okay, so this is done, and the next part is gonna be unboxing a second package that we have. It's from BMax Aero. I was looking for this part for the S13 for a long time, and I found a couple of them, but they were super expensive, original. And this is a bit cheaper version.
This is, I know, this is hood.
And this is stickers. Okay, so this is a fiberglass. Oh! Chocolate! Boom. So this is a fiberglass version of Silvia grill, the one that is in between the lights. They are super hard to find and very expensive. This one is, well, much cheaper, and if you are interested in something like this, I'm gonna leave the link below. BMax Aero, they do this kind of stuff, and I recommend you get it if you don't want to spend too much money on the original one. Okay, it's been 2 hours since we filmed. Boogie is here with his car, and he's working on the fitment of his new body kit. And I decided to put the front together of the e30. And look at this. The fitment of the body kit is very bad, actually. There's gonna be a lot of work with it, but I think it's gonna be all worth it. For today, we cleaned the garage a bit, and this is the last vlog of this year 2022 because it ends in 2 days. I'm sorry if this video was a bit chaotic, but so was those couple days, so I think it's just authentic. And yeah, I'll see you guys in next year.
Ej, musimy strzelić z rakiety na nowy rok!
Ale to tu?
Z rakiety, kurwa.
Ale nie tu.
Czemu?
Thank you very much for watching and Happy New Year.